camera at the front. Oh my god, this is what a moment this is, ladies and gents. You've got SLR, Southerner, the governor, taking, I'm going to say the first few sectors, and then I'll give it back to you, because you might want to look at somewhere else.
Yeah, no worries, okay.
Can't get a good camera view. I can understand your frustration now, and this isn't in view of mine. But here we go, ladies and gents, at Monaco.
Will improve.
There come the lights, revs are up in Monaco. And we are away, and it looks like a steady start from the both. Looks like Smoke's just going to be first, going into turn one. You've got Clock on the outside. Oh, and the brakes in the back. It looks like you've got someone going around turn one. I can see the one car still at the back. Smoke is leading. He managed to avoid the contact. It looks like Elite is still in fourth place. It has 2-3. It looks like on my screen it still is. And wow, I mean, God, I thought that turn one was going to end very bad for Smoke, who did well to lead after turn one. And here we go up to the tight hairpin. There's going to be some side by side. You've got McLaren up in the inside of a Ferrari, but back at the front with Smoke. There's a yellow flag. I'm going to hand back to you, Tom, now.
Yep, the yellow flag is, I believe it was Liam, who has had some form of incident at the hairpin. He's back underway now. I think he does have end plate damage on the front right, so he was definitely involved in a collision. There is a McLaren with big damage. Darren just gone through the tunnel. He looks to be holding up a few drivers now. Well, he doesn't have a wing at all. So that is going to hinder his race. We see Bennett, who you said did a Raghunathan at turn one, also without a wing. There's plenty of action and plenty of debris scattered around the track. With Darren already picking up a penalty.
There's you've got all drivers from front lines. You've got Owen who just comes into pits. I'm pretty sure
Bennett is out of the race. Sorry to cut in there.
That's fine.
Bennett is out of the race. He picked up big damage on lap one, and he has crashed at that fast left-hander.
So, I mean, the grid is very scattered already. You've got so many in the pits. You've only got 9 drivers who aren't in the pits at the moment. Liam is up into 9th. He's a bit far back, but yeah, that is that. Yeah. Van Dorn up to 7th, despite starting last. I'm pretty sure. I mean, unless he's still going out, doesn't seem to be any damage. But he did have a lot of oversteer, and the front lot, at least like the wide list.
Yeah, they are for sure. This top 3, they're pulling their own gap, and then from 4th to 6th, they've got their own little train going.
Oh man, you need to see what I've got on my screen. Oh my God.
What's happening?
I've got Rocketman going rack with no front wheels.
I don't have that, but I can imagine that is quite
cool. I'm doing this.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I saw when sort of everyone came into pit, Liam was sort of stopped on pit entry, and I think he was just a bit indecisive on whether he was going to pit or not. But he opted not to, and it has gained him a lot of positions, albeit he'll be holding up the pack now with his damage. Unless he pits now, of course, but we'll see in 1 second. He doesn't, he stays out, so I think he's in for the long haul. A nice hard stint until the end of the race, although Elite Risks is looking risky going into Sandoval. He opts to go without heroics, but Liam's damage proves to be costly as he just slips right on through.
I'll tell you what, one job you might want to look at. Well, I mean, the Smoke has already got a lot of pressure on him. He's got Clocking Lutsy behind on the same tyre strategy, but you've got Preds in 4th. I know he's got soft tyres, but I mean, he made a move in Rocketman not long ago, and talking about that, Sem's made a move in Rocketman now, looks like down at the chicane.
Yeah, that must have been a late braking manoeuvre. Rocketman doesn't have damage. Oh no, he does. And Alfie's in the wall. Let's go on board with Darren and see where he's put that. Oh, a virtual safety car. Something which is quite a rarity these days.
With great standards. I mean, it's sent beast. Looking at the group chat, that is what I've got. That's what I've got on my screen.
She just doesn't have wheels. What is that? Strange. Okay, we're back into green flag conditions. Smoke seems to have got a better jump on Clock here. With Clutzy Winter right on the back of Clock's gearbox, almost pushing him through the corners. Can't really see much action elsewhere on the track. Liam has now opted to pit with his damage, but he's pitted just behind Van Dorn. So that is going to cause Liam's pit stop to be a hell of a lot slower. Let's just go on board. Oh no, he's already out of the box. He's just leaving pit exit now.
We've got one driver at the moment who might be worth a watch. It's SLR Morgan. He's up into 6th. He started on the hard tyres, I believe. He is on the hard tyres. I mean, of course, with the tyres on and the fuel load, his pace is, I mean, it's horrendous. But he's staying out of trouble. The other guys will still need to make that stop the same as Morgan. So if he can keep it clean, it could be a good result for the Ferrari now.
For sure, that is a very good start. He's notorious for getting in incidents, without meaning any offence, but he's kept himself clean. Ooh, that was close to not being clean, but he's kept himself clean on the hard compound, which is going to really benefit him towards the end of the race when he switches to that soft compound. So he can go the distance and hold everybody up with these hard compounds.
Just a bit of an update for all of you regarding Bennett. It was Will for trouble again, it seems. It just steered him to the right. Just these wheel shoes.
It's heartbreaking.
It's heartbreaking, yeah. I mean, of course, some guys, I mean, like yourself, you've had no trouble whatsoever, but just it does take so much fun of playing. I mean, the motivation just goes wanting to practice and play this game. Seb is putting pressure on Crest.
He is. I just before I cut back to them, I saw Clutzy Winter. Oh, just one second. Predators is pit. That's a very early pit stop, but I'll imagine he's going to hard and going the distance, and he will probably come out in P6 behind Morgan. Oh, which is probably why he's done that before those other guys behind him catch up, so he can slot into that gap and go the distance without getting held up behind these medium runners who will most likely have to pit again. It's a very good strategy. Let's just see where he comes out. Not where I thought he would.
Something's happened. What's big?
There has been a crash between, I don't even know who it's between.
Oh, and Darren's gonna be.
Oh, Darren's in the wall as well. What is going on?
Van Dorn or Rockman must have hit one each other, and how's there no safety car? Come on. I know it's going to reduce, but. Right.
Liam gets through the debris field. Starts what will be his 6th lap.
Great opportunity for Liam. One thing actually we missed as well, Clutzy overtook Clock. Funny enough, in Clock corner around the outside. I think Clock has got some damage. He bounced off the wall, similar to you did yesterday, Beast, and then before he even got to Clock corner, he'd done the move, and Clock's already 2 seconds off.
Oh wow. Yeah, I don't see any visible damage on Clock's car, but that doesn't mean to say he doesn't have it. But the damage model on this game is very weird, and you can get damage on all sorts of parts of the car now. As Van Dorn leaves the session, currently sitting P2 in the championship before this race, he will not be happy with what has just gone down.
Terrible feeling that this race is only going to end up with about 8 people.
Yeah, I think I agree with you there. I just see, just on the exit of the corner before the tunnel, smoke clattered the wall on the inside.
Oh!
It's meant that Clutzy Winter is now right on the back of him, and Smoke's really struggling through that chicane. I'm just going to check if he does have damage. If it wants to give me the camera.
He's done him!
He's done him! We missed that because of the awful camera angle the game did. Did he do it out the inside of Raskas? Or?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Smoke went really wide going around Raskas. I mean, there's a lot. Suddenly, maybe it's the tyres. Maybe just Clock and Smoke. Just the tyre temps maybe have just gone straight through the roof. And I mean, I know the game previously on previous games that tyre carcass temperature used to be really horrendous when the temperature used to be high, but that seems to be the case with these two. I mean, Clutzy's already a second ahead. You think it looks like damage?
Pulled the gap so.
We did actually miss another overtake. Owen overtook Preds. Well, it looked like Owen overtook Preds. Maybe it was just Preds. Oh, they're going at it again, it looks like.
Owen has pit. Owen has put it in the pits. He has no wing.
What's happened there?
Yeah, that's a strange one. Maybe he has missed the braking point and gone down the inside of Preds. And Oh, and Elite Risks has got past Morgan, and so is Hammy's Best. He's taken advantage of the move. I sort of missed the start of that, but cool the latter end of the overtake.
I think it's because Morgan's got a face like Zlatan Ibrahimovic at the moment. He's just got a nose and the wing's gone. There's nothing there. He's even these drivers are. Well, I mean, there's very few battles out there because it's so spaced apart. There's still drivers doing unforced errors.
It's like Ibrahimovic.
Yeah, I mean, the errors keep counting. Hammy is best, clearly not best at the moment. The Morgan have just got time penalties, and Smoke's in the pit.
Smoke has pitted. I don't think he changed his front wing, so he didn't have damage. But like you said, the tyres probably were overheating. And we have a spin at turn 1. I believe that is. I don't actually know who that is.
Is it Sem?
It is Sem.
Oh, it is.
It is Sem. It is Sem who has spun at turn 1. He hasn't picked up damage from what I can see, but that doesn't mean to say that will really hurt him, because now when he pits, he will be in a big amount of traffic, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, one person who's actually going to be really unfortunate is going to be Smoke, because of course he pit into a really big gap, but then Sem spun, and now Smoke's found himself 32nd and a half. He will catch up by the end of the lap. Sem, he's understeering a lot. Doesn't seem to be any visible from, but again, like you said, with this game module and that, it's not always the case. Just notice Klutzy has also got a 5.5 second lead. He pulled away 2 seconds per lap.
He's just set a purple sector 3. Now he's in clear air. He's finding his feet for sure. He's, like you say, nearly a 6-second gap now. It's his race to lose currently. And if he pits, he comes out in P2 currently. So it's definitely his for the taking. Closest on-track battle is probably Smoke and Sem. Oh, and Sem has pit. Smoke will be very released about that one, because like you said, he would have been held up big time. But Sem has opted to pit, maybe with damage. I'll see if he changes his front wing just quickly. He is changing his front wing. Although there was no visible damage, he clearly felt that it wasn't driving. So he's opted to change his front wing.
Oh no. The wheel problems just keep on happening. Liam's wheel's turned off as well.
Oh no.
This is ridiculous. Cody's come on. Oh god. Oh, you just couldn't help yourself. And Liam's pitting. Speaking of changing the front wing, can you confirm that, please?
He did in fact change his front wing, yes. So, but his wheel would have turned off, and most likely resulted in him hitting. It is very frustrating when you see these glitches still happening, albeit that could just be an equipment issue. You never know.
One thing I will say, they probably won't be hearing, but if you're someone who's like really far down in 11th or 12th, just stay in the race. You've still got another 28 laps left, and 2 more retirements during the points. Just get out. Just keep going with it. Any close gaps, we got Hammy is best, who's close up to Elite. Oh, the battle of the pad.
Yeah. With Predators, albeit 15 seconds back, still in the fight, maybe with strategy. As a pad driver yourself, obviously you've experienced this in F2. What do you think these guys are going through? I guess because it's being where they are in a pretty good position. It's probably more rewarding on a pad due to the disadvantage you have.
The advantage of being on the pad.
Yeah, just like I don't know, like. How do you think they're feeling being this high up at such a disadvantage?
Oh, they're literally over the moon. I think at the moment they're just wanting to, especially this. I was going to say keep it clean, but that looked like Hammy. It'll just be. I mean, if out of the two, Hammy would be the most comfortable. Elite would probably be. Well, certainly maybe a bit of a nervous wreck. Certainly, if that was me anyway. I mean, he's out with DRS and Smoke now, so pressure will just keep building. He's just. Alex just had a poor exit, but they'd be absolutely over the moon. They'd just be hoping that maybe there'd be some mistakes from the drivers ahead. But the drivers ahead, I mean, certainly from Clock and Smoke, they rarely make mistakes. His luck might run out there, but who knows what's going to happen. We've got 27 laps to go. Yeah. Oh,
there has been a yellow flag, but for who? Oh, it's Owen. No, it isn't. It's Darren. I don't know where he's done that. There was yellow flags in the tunnel, but I believe it was a crash a little bit earlier than that. And he has no wing. He needs to take it very easy, little touch of the wall, but no can't really get any more damage. So he needs to just recover that car to the pits and stay in the race, like you said. Anything can happen in this.
Now, Darren just got
speeding.
No.
And he retires from the pits and does the opposite of what he maybe should have done. Let's see what happens here, because I believe his car is going to come back out onto the track, and it won't retire until the corner at the end of sector 1. Oh no, correct. I stand corrected. His car is disqualified.
I mean, another driver who's got a lot of pressure still was actually smoked. Those hard tyres haven't switched on yet for the Formula 1 veteran. Yeah, doesn't seem to be any damage problems. Slightly moisturing anyway, but of course he's on the harder tyre to the guys behind. Both, where do they pit? What does it say? They're both on 11 apple heart medium, so at this phase of the Grand Prix, yeah, it probably will be as quick. But give it about 3-4 more laps of smoke and with health pressure, then the gap should extend. Smoke doesn't.
Just see elite risks on the exit to the tunnel. Just clip his rear wheel on that same wall Smoke did earlier, which has lost him a bit of time. He's now not in DRS range, albeit DRS doesn't really do a lot of this track, with the straight being so short. Yeah, this is I think we predicted it to be a bit of a carnage fest, and it has somewhat lived up to it. It's just overtaken Paul through the tunnel. He missed the actual overtake, but
I would not be surprised. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the team orders got played in that, both being for the Williams and Paul. He looks very understeery. How many laps has he done on those set of tyres? He's done 11 laps on the mediums. Maybe it's not damage, maybe it's just the tyres are edging towards the end of their sell-by date. It's a good opportunity for Sem this. If he can keep it out the barriers, keep it on track and not get penalties, it would be a strong result. I mean, it could be a great result for anyone. Pred's just pit, he's on fresh mediums. Was that his first stop? I reckon it was his second stop. It was his second stop.
Yeah, so Pred's, I'll just check where it stops. Pred's has stopped twice. Liam stopped 3 times, and he is a long way down because of it. But with the equipment failure, there's just not much he could have done. But he still could pick up points. One more retirement, one more, even just a spin and another pit stop from one of the guys not too far ahead, and he'll be back in this race for points. Still to play for. We've got Hammy and Elite still on the back of Smoke in a mini train. Smoke, a veteran at handling pressure. We see it at Bahrain where I can't remember who was it behind him. Was it Sam? Was it Van Dorn? We just held off the last couple of laps after a safety car restart. That was a sublime dive.
It was brilliant. I can't help but keep noticing that gap keeps on extending, but the gap between Smoke and Clock is staying the same. So lastly, it really found something the other drivers haven't found at the moment. Still a long way to go yet, though.
Yep, there is a long way to go. We're not even. We're barely even halfway. Well, we're not nowhere near halfway through the race.
We might be about to see a move though, 7.
Yep, I'm on board with Morgan now. He'll probably attempt a move into the what's it? I still forgot the name. Massenet, is that it?
What, down the chicane?
Yeah.
The Nouvelle chicane.
That's it.
Liam. Just keep it in the race. Just keep it in the race. Oh, and there's a mistake by Paul.
He has gone deep and locked up. It's good racing. Morgan backs out of what would have been most likely a collision if he kept his nose in. Oh, Paul's... Oh, wow. What a move from Morgan. Capitalising on Paul's mistake.
Done more there, but...
Did Paul pick up damage?
Yeah, he did. Paul did pick up damage. One person to be rubbing his hands from that, and will be Owen, who's now up to 8th place.
Yeah. Owen, who had a bit of a shaky start, finds himself back into some solid points with Morgan just ahead of him. Big gap forming at the front. You've got a 10-second gap, then a 30-second gap, which just shows you the levels of consistency from some of the drivers we've got in this division. We've got Smoke and Clock, who we know to be consistent and consistently quick. And also Clutzy Winter, who I believe is new this season. He's proving to be a fast rookie, should we say. Maybe a lightning McQueen.
Yeah, he was first. I think he scored most of his points, if not all of them, in Spain last time out. But he has shown promising pace, like his teammate Bembeth. I've just had Charlie in the actions chat say that the stream is a bit laggy. I don't know if that's
laggy.
Yeah. I mean, I can see it. Based on watching my iPad, it looks a bit pixelated, but it still seems okay.
I think can lower the quality.
Can do, yeah.
Wait, 1 second.
Yeah.
I will change 1 second. Get back to the game. 1 second.
Clock went into the pits with still about 29.5 second gap to Smoke, so I reckon. Oh, and Smoke looks like he's changed. Is Clock changed the front when he's still in the pits? I think he's actually gonna. I think he's gonna stay in front. You know, sure. He's gonna be in front.
Yes, he's comfortable in front. Yeah, there's still. I'd say that's about an 8-second gap once the timing screen. Oh no, it's less than that. It's a 5-second gap.
Yeah.
Sem picks up a penalty. That's gonna hurt his finishing position. Someone who still is yet to pick up a penalty is Owen, who is currently behind Morgan and Sem and Hammy, who all have penalties. Albeit Hammy's 20 seconds up the road.
Yeah, Owen's gonna be one of those drivers who's gonna be praying for a safety car. Maybe not just yet, but at the end of the Grand Prix, I'm just really surprised. Yeah. Oh, actually,
hang on a sec. Oh, that gap was always closing. He knew not to put his nose in there. Smart move backing out of that one. He needs to just bide his time, wait for a mistake, and then send it. What's the cheeky love tap? Oh, a lot of curb from Owen. A lot of curb. I think he's trying to park in London with that one.
I'll go back to Owen in a second, but that gap was really. Clark's already gained it like all the way about second. Smoke is really having great difficulty with these hard tyres. I thought it was maybe just the tyres haven't warmed up yet, but I mean, I know there's certainly a few drivers in SLR who really can't stand the hard tyres, but there's some who really do like them, and Smoke, based on this evidence, can't stand them. Back to Owen anyway.
Yeah.
Let's go back, say, 2 seasons ago, where he was in Division 1, started on the last game, and he let's just say it wasn't great. And then for about half a season in Division 2, he still wasn't able, the pace still wasn't there. But then he went round his one day and changed a bit on his setup. Seems to have done the trick. What was it you done there, Biggs?
Yeah, he was playing on a TV that had a solid, like, I don't know, 2/3 input delay. So every time he'd press the throttle or put a steering input in, it wouldn't register for another little bit of time, which was obviously he'd have got used to it. Like, it was still causing him a great deal of hindrance as Owen gets out of the way of the leader of the race.
Oh, Morgan Sam! Oh no!
Oh, they're side by side with the leader right behind him. I'm actually going to go on board with Clutzy to watch this. Is Morgan going to hang it in? He is! Oh no!
Where Clutzy?
Oh, Sem does a good job of getting out of the way.
Absolutely brilliant!
Oh, did he jump Sem?
Yeah, he's jumped Sam!
Oh, I missed it.
I think Sem...
Oh, I wish I'd have seen that.
Sem, I think, might have damage, and there's a yellow flag with Hoops Kamara.
I was like, no, Matt. It is. Wait, who was it? Morgan has crashed. And he's out of the race. So like we said, Liam staying in the race keeps him. Now means he'll get a point. He's done well by sticking with it and not getting too frustrated to the point where he leaves. But yeah, I'm quite upset I missed that move from Owen because by the way you reacted, it seemed a good move.
Well, Sam was obviously letting Clutzy through because of blue flags, and of course when Sam was slowing down, just Owen was round the outside and done him. And Liam is catching. Smoke's got a problem. Smoke's got a problem. Liam's just unlapped himself. Smoke's got a big problem. He's going into pits.
Smoke has no wing. He has no front wing. Yeah, at all. His front wing is completely gone. He is in the pits. You can see for the front wing change. And that means, will he lose a position? It looks like he will. It looks like he'll lose out to Hammy.
Yeah.
But, and it's a big but, will Hammy have to pit again with these softs? I think he will. I think it will be a big ask taking these, what will be 18 laps. Yeah, I think he'll have to pit again.
So Smoke hasn't just lost a place to Hammy, but Owen has got into 5th as well, and Owen is closing down Hammy.
Yeah, Owen showing that he still has pace. But even on 13 lap mediums. Oh, will Owen have to pit again as well? That is another.
Yeah, he will. I think. Tell you what, I mean. He has a 37-second lead, and he's done 21 laps on his medium tyres as Elite Risks is in the pit.
Yep, this was the inevitable pit stop. What's he putting on? Another set of mediums.
I think he was one of them who started on the softs.
Right, okay, that makes sense. And he was one of those early pit stops.
Yeah.
That makes sense. He will go to the end on those tyres, and he comes out pretty far ahead of Hammy, probably another 5-6 second gap. Hammy might catch up a little bit, but he won't be able to get close enough to make a move with his softs that will inevitably die out after another 5-6 laps. There has been another crash, and Sem is out of the race. I'll go on board with Liam, but I don't think we'll be able to see the scene. In fact, if I go on board with the clock. Oh, okay, that's right on the racing line. But it should be cleared by the time another 5 minutes. So yeah, it's cleared already.
Still no.
So you don't have to worry about similar questions.
Yeah. I can't believe we haven't seen an empty car today.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's.
We'll see what.
Yeah, we should have.
We'll see what happens in the next few days with Division 2 and Division 3. But yeah, I'm surprised we didn't have it a few times yesterday in F2. I mean, if I'm honest, I'm quite relieved about it. I think quite a few people will be actually, especially with summer pens. But yeah, that might be a discussion for the yellows. The closest battle back track beast is Reds, who something's happened to Smoke.
And Smoke's got damage again. He's got big damage again. It's gone from bad to worse from Smoke, who was started on
Hammy!
Oh no!
Is
that from the pit?
He's in the pits. What's he done there? I can only imagine. Maybe something's happened at home. I mean, hopefully everything's okay. He's in, but he got a 5-second penalty going into the pit lane, and then he's just. I can't believe it. We've got 8 people left. Liam,
you said it at the start, didn't you? You said 8 people finished the race, and it could be even less than that.
Oh dear me! I mean, so you've got Owen in 4th now, who's shown really good pace. I mean, Elite's got a lot fresher mediums. Oh my word! This is going to be a different podium.
This is the definition of a race of attrition. It literally is. We've had half of the runners now retire in this race. Owen goes almost into the wall. Just checking if he has damage. No visible damage. He should be okay. Elite Risks now sets the fastest lap of the race. I'm not sure he'll have it or have enough pace to catch up to block and make an overtake. But we'll see. We'll see.
So, I mean, Klutzy is still yet to pit, so I reckon he's coming with some tyres. And the closest battle on track is for fourth place. For fourth place, where Press is 10, 11 seconds behind.
Ooh, and Prez is looking up the inside here.
Oh.
We're in for a boring end of the race here, unless someone causes a safety car.
I mean, you know what? Viewers in the stream chat, I won't call you out to see who's watching, but ask us anything. Keep us occupied, please. We're trying to do our best. And I kind of feel like at the moment we're almost like commentating on a Le Mans race. Oh, there's a yellow flag. What's happened?
Yeah, I think it is just Liam letting the leader through. Yeah, I think it was. Or not the leader, sorry, it would be Risks that went through. Yeah, what was you saying about Le Mans?
It's just like the commentators just, I mean, sometimes they run out of stuff, they just start talking about, I don't know, stuff that goes on at home, I guess. I mean,
yeah.
Hammy's just put in Discord, I literally would have got disqualification because of not even getting warnings just 3 seconds. So Hammy was just getting 3-second penalties instead of warnings.
That's a strange one because we didn't see any come up on stream. I don't know if you did actually.
I don't recall it.
One second. Seeing as there's not much action on track, I'm gonna have a look at the race director. So he had a warning early on, and a second warning, a third, and a fourth warning. And then okay, so he had like 5 or 6 warnings before he even got a penalty, unless they were for different things.
Yeah, it might have been contact. What's happened?
Yeah,
Smoke. I think Smoke has had more damage, and Liam has overtaken him.
It's turned from bad to worst to a travesty now for Smoke. Albeit he will still pick up what's P8 4 points.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world, but he has now been lapped by Owen, who is our 4th place runner.
When it rains, it pours, and it's as for Smoke. But I mean, Smoke's still in a very good position. Van Dorn disqualified out of the race. Sam isn't raced in. Paul would probably be his closest contender, who's 30 points behind him, and he's only 2 places above him. So, I mean, I think for Smoke now, it's just gonna be a case of, I won't say that much limitation because no, it's just a bit lagged on my side.
I was going to say, what's happened?
No, I think it's just a bit lagged. It was like the wheel just didn't turn going into the tight hairpin. Anyway, for Smoke, it was just a case of just should now getting these points, classify. It's a yellow flag.
And Owen is facing the wrong way. But if he hasn't picked up damage, he will be fine. Because there's no one left in the race, let's be honest. There's 8 people, he's still going to score points. And if without damage, he'll probably keep his P4. What happened there? Did he hit the wall?
Yeah, he did. He's not going into the pits though, and Liam is going on the soft tyres.
Come on, Liam, get the fastest lap in, boy. Did anyone say anything in the stream chat? I've not got it open.
No one said anything in the stream chat. The only stuff that's popping off is my phone with the actions. Yeah.
I've just seen that as well. But yeah, people. So, there's a yellow flag in sector 3. I believe again that is just. It's not someone letting from or through. Yeah, Paul's facing the wrong way.
Oh, he's got damage as well.
And puts it into the pit lane. I
mean, how many pit stops has there been? I'm going to quickly work it out. How many pit stops have we had? Oh my god.
Overall, a lot. Oh wow, there's not as many as I thought actually.
29 pit stops I think. Make that 30 now actually. Now Paul's just coming to the pits. Klutzy is still out in the lead. 44-second gap, and he has yet to pit.
That is crazy.
Clock's broken from wing. He's got no end plate on the right side.
Yeah, you're right. I can't see that hindering him too much, but he will obviously be on edge. He won't be able to pit again unless Elite pits. So he will. And Owen's in the pit for fresh softs. That's a cool weapon.
run.
did have a wing change. I just saw his mechanic walk into the garage with a wing, so I'm assuming that was the broken one. So he's when we saw him have a spin, he must have picked up a bit of damage.
Clock's got to pit. Clock has to pit. He's losing so much time. Elite will catch him very soon. I know he's going to lose a place for it, and he is pitting.
He is. Yeah, he's in the pit. He'll be putting on fresh softs, which will give him the power. Probably have the pace to catch up to Elite risks. But then it's Monaco, so catching is one thing, overtaking is another. And even on a much fresher compound, it's not an easy thing to do.
So, I mean, depending on where Clock will come out, Klutzy has lapped everyone. Oh, Klutzy's in the pit. He's finally pit.
I wonder if he'll change his wing, or has he had a clean race? He's not changing his wing. That shows you the... Oh, what's he doing? Oh, it was lag on the stream as well this time. It looked like he was serving a 5-second penalty after they made the adjustments to the car. So what is his lead of the race now? Is it actually 57 seconds? Or is that...
It might go down a bit when Elite comes back past the finishing line, maybe.
No, I think... Wait, whereabouts is Klutzy on the track? Oh no, it's probably about 40 seconds. Klutzy very much in control of this race. Has been from the get-go, really.
I don't think Klutzy was happy there with Preds making life difficult, letting him pass. He's just got past Preds and he's just weaved a bit. Either that or he's just warming up his soft tyres.
Well, with Monaco being a tyre temp sensitive track, I would imagine the form. Bennett, well, he's left the session, he's not. He was our first retiree actually, with his wheel issues. Closest battle on track, Smoke. I don't know if he's gaining or not on Paul.
No, it doesn't look. I think it was about 5 seconds beforehand. How many? The question you might have to start asking: how many front wings do you get per race? How many front wings? Oh, and Smoke's. Oh dear me!
That's not the first time he's done that this race. He's been in that wheel times, I think. But he seems to avoid any real repercussions from it every time.
Looking at these gaps, it's just closest battle now is for 4th place, and Clock with that
109.8. That beats Owens fastest that by about 3/10, I believe. We've got Klutzy Winter, who will be on his first proper flying lap. Call it flying lap because it might as well be qualifying with the gaps. And does he do it? He does. 109.7, so he beats Clocks by a 10th. He'll be next. He'll be next again. And he's alongside a Mercedes who needs to let him through. So he's in here. Is Owen catching predators?
He has a massive chunk actually. What's happened to Preds then? Is
Yes.
Preds at the moment, or yeah, he
I'm
qualified
not
out.
sure.
Let's have a look on his details. It might be because Owen's on 3-lap old soft tyres, and Preds on 18-lap old medium, so it might be just a tyre wear thing.
I think it will just be tyre damage.
But it's all easy catches and it's part of the problem, especially at track like Monaco, and Clock has his first. Well, I've only got 2 people weapons on my screen. Is that right?
Yeah, just the 2.
Wow.
Yeah, just the 2. Him and Liam.
Yeah.
So Owen's just done another second in that middle sector. So I think this pace advantage will be enough to give Owen the opportunity to make a move on Preds.
Yeah, I'd like to think just a good exit on traction and
Exactly.
especially going out of the last corner.
Oh, don't worry. I was going to say Owen doesn't have a lot of ERS, but Preds is in a very similar boat. They're both below 10%.
It's certainly been. I think Monaco is certainly a track where ours is very, very difficult to use because it's difficult to get it back. And of course, there's been no safety car to recharge your batteries. Of course, not a concern in Formula 2. Yeah, here we go. Owen, in a second for the Preds now.
Right, hopefully these guys keep it clean. There's a lot of points to be had, even if Owen gets past Preds. You can just tell the tyre advantage just through the chicane, and maybe the advantage Owen has equipment-wise being all wheels to Preds on pad. Not a great exit from Preds, but Owen doesn't get a much better one. So this will be a battle that goes on to the tunnel at least. Unless Owen goes for it here, he's not burning his batteries. I don't think he will be.
For a second, I thought he's going to have a look around the outside, but Preds is kind of good position. This could be a good opportunity here, but Owen, is he going to go left? Is he going to go right? He goes ninth.
Ooh, he's applying the pressure, and I think that's all you can really do in those sort of corners until you get to one of the maybe 2 or 3 possible overtaking points at the exit of the tunnel. You just want to try and force an error. Not the best exit from Owen. I don't think it's going to be enough. He needs to be careful on that bump. Not enough this time round. Maybe he'll try and tee up a move for the DRS straight, but doesn't last very long.
Oh, we got a yellow flag.
It's just smoke on them. We're all good.
He's not, is he?
Careful, Owen. That would have been a good move if he pulled it off, but there just wasn't the room.
Yeah, I mean, there's only 8 drivers left. The last thing you want to do is just bring your racing bin next. If you retire, you get no points, but this is a good exit. Or is it?
Oh, not quite good enough. And they just made a tiny bit of contact. Round the outside. Oh
no!
Oh, they made contact again. I can tell Owen is getting frustrated.
I mean, what Owen's just got to realise is, I doubt there's been a start now. The gap ahead of Preds is 40 seconds. All Owen needs to do is just overtake Preds, and that's 4th place. He's still got another 4 laps to do it yet. Those tyres will get worse for Preds. At the same time, they will do for Owen. But this looks like a big exit. He deserves as well. 20% there. He's going to go for it, I think, please.
He's close enough. He's not. I was just on board with Preds looking backwards, and he just didn't see it close enough. I think again he'll probably save it for Raskas like he did on the last lap for the exit. We'll see here. Well, not yet, sorry. We'll see here. He's shaping up for a little switch. No, not close enough still. Red's just about having enough battery to deploy to keep Owen behind. Oh, hello. Owen
no.
sends it down the inside. Paul picks up a penalty meanwhile.
And Preds has given up.
It's kept clean. Yeah, I think it was wise from Preds giving that battle up.
Still 10 points for Preds. I think he is a reserve. He isn't full time at Alpine. 10 points. That's fantastic. Preds is always a bit of a slow starter for the season. I think he certainly was last season. It took until about Baku until that started to change. So Preds would be happy regardless, especially being a pad player. I did see Smoke go into the pits for a new fresh set of soft tyres, and Klopp is within 2 seconds of elite risks, but of course has that penalty, so it's going to be a bit more.
Yeah, so I think Smoke pitting is probably for the fastest lap. However, if he was to get it, Klutzy could also just pit and then do it anyway. he's got that much of a lead, 46 seconds now. He could pit and probably attempt the fastest lap and then pit again to attempt it again and still be in the lead of the race. It's been an extremely controlled drive from Klutzy.
Well, I think it's safe for us to stay there. So, I mean, I think there's still 27 viewers watching this. All 27 if you fair play, I must admit. I mean, especially the past second half, it's not been a great show. But who's your driver of the day? I mean,
yeah, get your votes in.
Yeah, who's your and Lee's pitting again? I wonder if this is for fastest lap. Hang on, he's on 21 lap old mediums. I think he's going back onto some old tyres. Oh, Clock's going to make a move on Elite. Is he going to do it? He's going to try around the outside.
I don't think it's. I don't know. Clock. If Clock was to get past him now, he would probably have enough time to bridge a gap so that penalty doesn't hinder him. But I think Elite knows that, and he's going to try and hold him up as much as he can.
Well, Clock's got. Whoa, I say that. Elite's got plenty of birds in him.
So it's probably going to have to be a mistake from Elite Risks for Clock to be able to make a move here. So since Owen got past Preds, he's pulled a gap, sort of a safety barrier. Owen probably won't be pushing as hard now. Again, Preds won't be pushing. Paul, with his penalty, isn't in danger of losing any more positions. He's just, as I say that, probably picked up another warning for that little bit of a cut.
Smoke's in the
blue flags to the leader.
Smoke to the pits again. Smoke in for the 6th time.
Oh, is it 6 now?
Yeah, Liam's got 6 as well, wow. But they're getting points for it.
Yeah, exactly. And he has. I don't think. No, he didn't lose a position for that pit stop, so might as well. Hell for leather on that final lap.
Clock's getting ever so
close. Oh no, we're on the final lap now. So Clutzy has started the final lap. I will stay on board with him unless Clock gets close through the tunnel.
He's going to the he's going around the outside. They're going to miss that bump. It must be very difficult for Clock because you can see second place. Well, I say you can see second place right there. He's 3 seconds above that, but he's definitely the quicker driver.
Yeah. For sure. On these softer compounded tyres, he was definitely faster. But like we've sort of reiterated, getting past this whole different story of this track. We'll stay on board with them until Clutzy comes around the final couple of corners, although it doesn't look like Clock's going to be able to make a move here. Although he's gaining. He is gaining. Not enough. Okay, we'll go back to Clutzy. He's in Rascas now, comes around the final corner, taking it really easy. Doesn't want to pick up any... Oh, doesn't want to crash. And he comes home to take the Monaco victory. Very well raced from him.
Very well, absolutely flawless. I mean, I think you must have honestly been the only one this race to not damage his wing. So fair play to him. I mean, it goes to show how difficult it must have been.
Sorry to cut in. Risks has just hit the wall in the tunnel. That could have been a very dramatic ending to this race. But it looks like he'll come home in P2 on track with Clock just behind with a 3-second penalty. There's yellow flags in sector 3 for some reason.
Oh, Elite's run out of fuel! Elite's run out of fuel!
He has, he's run out of fuel. Will Clock pull a 3-second gap?
Oh my god, surely not. Yeah, no.
It might. No, nowhere near. imagine if he'd have done that. So, even without a full tank of fuel, Risks comes home in P2 with Clock. With his penalty putting him back into P3. Owen... Oh no, that's it. So, yeah, it was only those 2 or 3 that were on the lead lap.
I'll start getting them in the party if you want to go through the race classification.
Yep. Oh, Liam driver of the day.
Well in Liam.
4 pit stops or 5 or whatever. I don't know what it was.
Just 6
in P8. Oh, it was 6 in the end. Wow. Yeah. 6 pit stops. But comes home in P8 anyway. Him and Smoke, both with 6 pit stops. Wow. Alright, so to run you through the order, Clutzy went with a very controlled race in P1, starting in P3. Pretty uneventful race for him. Elite Risks in P2, who ran out of fuel actually on the last lap, and just about had enough to keep Clock behind. Clock in P3 with his 3-second penalty dropping him back into P3. In P4 with a result I'm sure he'll be happy with. Preds, our highest, not our highest pad runner, but still a very good performance from him. Paul, Smoke and Liam are our final points finishers with only 8 people finishing. And then to quickly run through the retirees, you got Hammy, Sam, Morgan, Darren, Rockamad, Van Dorn, Alfie and Bennett.
I can't find Klutzy or Elite. I can't find them anywhere.
If you...
I've
got them. I've invited Elite.
Yeah, I might have to get you to, because I've still got a black screen.
Klutzy.
Yeah, I've still got a black
they're both
screen.
in. Well, they're both
okay.
invited. There's Elite.
Alright, how do we do this, please?
Do you want to do P3 and 1 and I'll do 2?
Yeah, can do, yeah. We'll go with that. Yeah, we'll do that, yeah.
Cool. Just make sure you tick your box, guys, in the party.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, tick it now, please.
Yeah, tick the include my audio box. Don't do what I did on my first appearance on here. Right, in that case, we'll start off with third place, which is, well, he got his first podium of the season in Spain, and it's kind of like London buses for Starty Clock, the master of Monaco. Not a win though, it's third place. So first of all, Clock, it was great to actually speak to you in here. Makes a change. Congratulations on third place. We spoke earlier on actually that if you're able to keep it clean, stay out of trouble, that you'll get a good result. I mean, it wasn't completely clean. I mean, I recall seeing a bit of your wing missing on your car, but nevertheless, it was certainly a lot less broken wings than most drivers out there. So first of all, tell us, how does it feel to survive what you've just survived?
I mean, to survive it, I've done it plenty of times, so that's... I'm not that impressed by myself for just surviving, but I feel it's a big... I mean, I don't know if I want to be happy or not, because I feel like Klutzy was probably too fast today. I'll have to admit that he was very good, but it was a shame in the first thing because my force feedback cut out a bit, so I couldn't like steer on the straight, like going up the hill. So that's when I damaged my wing. And then, I was all looking fine in second place in the other stint on the hards, but then Paul spun at Raskas and just blocked the whole track, so I hit him slightly and got a yellow wing and had to pit again, and then I chased down Elite at the end, but with that 3-second time penalty chasing him, it wasn't enough. But if he could have just run out of fuel a bit earlier, maybe it would have been the day, but it's still a podium, so I gotta be happy with that.
Absolutely, yeah, of course, as I mentioned earlier, it's 2 podiums on the bounce now. I mean, that's got to bring before Spain you had no points whatsoever, and then you come up and get 2 podiums on the bounce. That's got to give you a lot of confidence going into the next few races.
Yeah, definitely. It's also probably my 2 best tracks on the whole calendar, Spain and Monaco, or at least historically, and I think it showed today and last week as well that I'm quite good around these tracks. But yeah, hopefully can keep the momentum up and do as I usually do and try to keep consistent and score the points.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations once again, Clock. I'll hand over to Beast for second place.
Yeah, well in, Clock. Good race. So P2 was Elite. It seemed a pretty quiet race from you, obviously until that last lap, but I could be wrong. Yeah, do you wanna run us through your qualifying and the race?
Well, yeah. Lap 1, turn 1, I hit the back of one of the Aston Martins. That made me pit, and ended up having to do a 2-stop throughout the race, but it's pretty much just free air the whole way. I got stuck behind Smoke. Well, not stuck, but I was behind Smoke for about 5-10 laps, and then he missed his braking point and went off. And then it was calm again until Clock had to pit, and then he came out behind me on softs. And then about 5 laps to go, he got behind me, and then I realised I was running low on full fuel, so I had to start saving that, and that's why I was really slow. And then the last corner, I ran out of fuel, and luckily because of his 3-second penalty, I was able to get P2 in the end.
Yeah, that last lap was definitely a crazy one, I'm sure.
Yeah.
There was extra sweat coming out your forehead
Yeah.
around those final couple of corners. Just quickly moving on to what's the next track?
Baku.
What is the next track? Baku, that's the one. Another street circuit. Obviously, you've done well at this street circuit. How do you think you'll fare at what is quite a different one?
Yeah, I do like Baku. I liked it in the games before. I feel like I'm pretty quick there, and I don't know. Hopefully, get some good points again.
Yeah, that'd be good. You've had a good strong performance here. Hope to see the same next time out.
Yeah.
So yeah, well done.
Yeah,
Good race. Back to you, Matthew.
Oh, why did you say that on stream? Joe was the same last week. Well, yeah, congrats on second place, Elite. On to race winner, his first SLR race win. And what a place to do it, and in what circumstances. Clutzy, you ended up winning by about 40-50 seconds. I believe you got no damage. I certainly didn't see you change your wing during your pit stop.
No, I didn't get any damage.
Yeah, I mean, on the outside, people watching, they think, oh, it must have been an easy hour for you. Was that the case?
I can assure you it was the exact opposite. I was so afraid I was going to put in a wall quite a few times. I had a few scares when I had to get past Clock early on because he hit the wall and I thought he'd come straight back across me, but thankfully Paul left. And then I had to get past Smoke Antonio's the final corner, and I thought we touched. I thought it was going to be the wall, to be honest.
Of course, going into this, you only had 10 points on the leaderboard, and we saw today the likes of Smoke, Vandal, and Sam, Paul. They had poor results. This is catapult you right up there towards like the top 5, top 6 in the championship. I know it's early days, but this season you've shown great pace so far. Just not been as fortunate, and you've had a bit of bad luck on your ways. Obviously, with this win, it gives you confidence, but what force does it also give you going into the next few races as well? I mean, it gives you more belief. Do you believe that the pace is there to maybe challenge the guys towards the top and possibly make a championship mount?
Well, I've been practicing for Monaco for a few days now. I had a league race there a few days ago, so I thought I might as well use that as practice and not really fuss where I get there, which I think I got P3 in that in the end, which is good. And then obviously in time trial, I try and compare myself against like the top people in Div 1. So if I beat their time, I think maybe I'm going to try and aim for them in qualifying, really. But obviously I had a bit of a questionable Q3 with my wheel disconnecting and then me getting one of the Aston Martins a penalty, unfortunately. But it's given me a lot of confidence going into Baku, really.
Lovely stuff. That's great to hear. Well, congratulations on first place again. Going into Monaco, I felt really annoyed to be on pad rather than wheel, but from what it sounds like, being on pad is probably the right way, hearing all the troubles at least.
Yeah, it probably is. But yeah, congrats to the top 3, and well, congrats to everyone that actually finished that race in what was realistically a race of attrition. Yeah, thanks to the viewers. We had decent viewers in today, so thanks for watching. Yeah, thanks Matt for joining me.
Yep, cheers, man.
We've enjoyed it. Thanks, and goodbye.